In a few months' time, snow will blanket the Great Peaks just to our west, but for now, summer still in full swing at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check. Crunch. 61. Matchbox. Right. You're out.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 40.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 14.
2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hamler now on the return. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
12-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 16, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Gordon, the ball carrier. Devin White on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good.
The 2nd-year man Locke to the rookie Judy for a Bronco first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Locke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Broncos.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch. Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And
back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Brady airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15.
A gain of 40.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score Broncos 7, Buccaneers 0.
2nd down and 8. Brady now to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
To number 80, O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kick is good.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7.
Ryan Succop.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lock. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lock working out of the gun. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
For Jerry Jeudy.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's able to get across mid. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So after the INT, it's Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Joel Casey plays this game with passion and aggression as well as great intelligence, and he's been awfully consistent as well. At least 5 sacks each year since 2013, 9 seasons previously in Tennessee, the last 5 as a Pro Bowl defensive tackle.
On third and long, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 right at the 30. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Clock now on first down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. 7 yards, the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Judy there. But now it'll be third down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Locke again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs.
Double the field goal block.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Check 52 to the line. Check 52 to the line. Here we go. Get up.
On play action, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Check 13. Check 13. Set go. Race no trap. Race no trap.
Again, it's Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10. their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They fake the handoff. Now Brady rolling to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team.
That's why this bitch playing D-line.
Picked up by Devontae Harris.
Get through quick as fuck.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now this will make it into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete, he finds Brady. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Brady to his tight end, Braid, for the Tampa Bay first. They go play action here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dust to that one.
He got one run. It's the same shit every time.
Teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You got one person to pass to.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have the hook up the sun. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup at 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
quick throw outside by Locke. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completely
Yeah.
A sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 2. Now a man coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Brady's throw there complete. And here he'll be brought down.
Complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Now Brady.
Damn, Brady.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
To Cameron Brate.
Yeah, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Oh, this is taken
But
in.
then catch the other one.
Complete.
Wow.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Darren Lee on the tackle.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
4 yards on the pick.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Lindsey on the toss left.
Same fucking play.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6. 1st down, Denver.
You know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. A 1st down in field goal range already. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
their own 12-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards.
A gain of 52 yards.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
12, operating from the 39. Brady to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his speed because he's so...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
touchdown.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Second and 10. Locke to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Brady on the
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways.
Fuck.